Colleagues, yesterday we had another emergency, and I think we would be remiss in this body if we didn't recognize that one of our colleagues isn't here today because his hometown is flooding. And as we talk about COVID-19, as we talk about all the things that are happening in the world, I think too often we fail to remember how it affects regular people, and that our job, first and foremost, is to take care of people's lives. And so I hope that we continue to think about these things, that we work, that we pray, and that we keep Senator Stamas, his family, his constituents in our hearts and our minds as we think about how they are being affected by not this first thing, but the second. How as a body we begin to start to think about how we will continue to prepare for what that next thing is. So my dad is always talking about this, of that first thing that happens is the thing that you spend all your time thinking about. But as a body, we are tasked and we have the ability to start to think about what the second thing is going to be. And last summer, we had rising water. We had all kinds of places across this state where lake levels were higher than they had ever been, where we had to dike, where we had all these issues. Some of those things all across our communities. We are going to continue to have these discussions as we talk about the infrastructure needs and all of those things. I'd ask that we spend some time today over the next week and refocus our efforts on planning for what's coming next and how we're going to respond to those issues, because the issue in Midland is not going to go away tomorrow or next week. It is going to cause real recovery. So before this, I did relief work after Katrina, and that was a huge interaction. It was hugely impactful on not just the times, but how people were ever able to live and interact. And we're going to have to do the same thing here in Michigan on not just COVID-19, not just the economy, but on this dam and a host of other issues that are going to happen. And so I'd ask my colleagues to think about how we're going to come back together and start to plan for the next thing, because it's coming. And if we aren't working together to address it, we're going to miss it. And our constituents, the residents of Michigan, are going to be the ones who are the worst off for it. So I'd ask us to get over ourselves, to think about how we work with each other and to do the things that are necessary, because there are people who need us, people who rely on us all day, every day. And I look forward to working with you. Mr. President, I'd ask my remarks to be printed in the Journal.
Without objection.